Hello, everyone. Welcome to me. Hopefully I'm not getting double audio. Sometimes I do, but I don't know. Audio's was being a little funky, so that's why I had to start over. Welcome back. I streamed yesterday because I thought it was Tuesday. But today is Tuesday, so I'm back. Not gonna skip. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. You know? That's what I always say. So, welcome. Last night we had the trial for the murder of Kane Bushnell, I think, of the guy from KB Security. And we decided that we were going to accuse Luke Atme of the murder because he was using the robbery as an alibi. So I don't know how he could have been at two places at once, but he was. So we're going to figure that out. And hopefully I'll be smart. How did we hear him? Maya wasn't channeling her? Huh. That's weird. Well, we know why he would want... I mean, we know why, but, like... I mean, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want anyone to know that the robberies were inside jobs. Or maybe the deal with the guy fell out? I don't know. That's my guess as to why he would murder him. Okay, so we're gonna have Luke Atme take the stand. God, the air conditioning feels so fucking good. Oh! I just took a walk outside, and it is 8 o'clock, and it was... How hot outside? Ready? 83 degrees. That's not that bad, but it's also humid. It's not normally humid in LA. So it's gross. I'll tell you what. What? Hold on. Okay. The tweet went out. It went out early on the first broadcast, but my Twitch link is going to be my Twitch link no matter what, so. So you continue to insist that you are, in fact, Mask to Mask. Of course! I was doing like a kind of cocky British accent for him. Very well then, Luke Atme. Let's begin with a simple question. On October 12th at 1 a.m., Kane Bullard, that was his last name. Kane Bullard was murdered. Where were you at the time? One without knowledge. British. One without knowledge. Lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry, I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge. I don't feel... that's not the accent I was doing before.
All right, Mr. Atme. The night of the murder. Speak. We're all ears.
As you wish, Sir Prosecutor. That was it. That's what I was doing. I was stealing the urn as Mask to Mask, just as I announced I would. Trying to see if I've got any TikTok viewers. I don't. I hope that false alarm live wasn't detrimental. I had more than enough to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. The time at which the camera captured Master Mask was the same time as the murder. Are there multiple Master Masks? Is a good question. It seems the main point of discussion will be the photo of this crime scene. The paint! The paint! Right? There's gotta be something with the paint, because we talked about that before.
Are you saying that this is not in fact Luke at me? That could be an accomplice dressed up as Master Mask to create an alibi?
Oh ho ho! What an interesting idea! Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice? Name the accomplice.
If you're making baseless claims, I'll treat you to a penalty myself.
I think it's Adrian Andrews. Okay, so it wasn't Adrian Andrews. That was my guess. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. You truly are evil, aren't you? Yes, evil is what I am. Hey, Nick, isn't there something odd about this? Detective Atmey was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lord Lee Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he'd have no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here. Well, duh, Phoenix. Come on.
Objection.
We all have days like that.
Indeed, it turned out that there was no such thing as the perfect crime after all. Why? That's true, he did set up the security camera. Why would he set up the security camera? You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you?
I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lord Lee Taylor, and on top of that, it was Lord Lee Taylor's staff that printed the picture's data. Fortunately for the defense, there's no way that this picture could have been altered.
Okay, I need to look at the court record. Oh! There's no paint on the box! Okay, got it.
Objection.
Wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. How do I... Okay, I know the picture has an issue with it because they took the urn out of the box, not the box, and he's carrying the box in the picture. The photo is fake. Okay, let's see. So this photograph is the proof. Are we supposed to... I don't think it's in a... I mean... I know the picture is fake, but I don't know how to get to the picture being fake. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry. Walkthrough number 1, only 17 minutes in. Oh, I'm so embarrassing. Okay, wait. Ace Attorney. I don't think he had an accomplice. I think what had happened was that they staged the photo, but did an accomplice stage the photo? That's what we have to find out. You know, let me just. Okay, I say give it up. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness. Okay. So...
Surely even you understand by now.
Yes, there is! Perhaps? Oh, come on, Phoenix! I know that... maybe it's the paint splatter. Oh, come on! Fuck. Game over. I know that's the right line of questioning. God damn it. Ugh. I know that's the right answer. I just don't know the right way to get to it. That's always the hardest thing in this game. Is like, I'm like, I know what evidence is the right evidence. I just don't know sometimes how to get to it. Okay. Alright, let's get through this part all again. The game overs are so annoying because then you have to go through all this part that you already did, but whatever. Let's skip through this. Look at me. I think you might be my arch nemesis. Oh man, I am starting to get my carpal tunnel back, so I'm gonna use my left hand to skip this whole part and use my stress ball. Man, being a nerd has its consequences, you know. I was editing last night and I was scrolling on my mouse, which is a really nice mouse. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like the super most ergonomic thing in the world because I think super ergonomic mouses are mice. Is it mice in reference to multiple computer mouses? Computer mice? It must be. Anyways, I think they're ugly. So this is what I've got. It's Razer. It's nice. It fits in the hand nice. But anyways, I was scrolling and then my middle finger started to hurt. I scroll with my middle finger. I don't know if that's not normal or not, but yeah. And then I was playing, man, I was like, okay, I can play Persona. I can play a JRPG today. I've been obsessed with the Persona games. I finished Persona 3 Reload on Sunday. I've started Persona 5 Royal. And, that hurt my hand, too. So anyways, this quick skipping was starting to hurt my hand. Long story. Okay, yeah. There is something with the picture. I just need to... Alright, alright. We've got a full health bar, right? Oh, fuck, no. Okay. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I was reading too fast. I skipped the damn thing. Okay, here we go.
I was stealing the urn as Master just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetically easy job. A photograph contains words. No words. But in this case, it turned out to be my witness.
Isn't a picture worth 1,000 words, right? Don't mind me. I'm just making a stupid joke. Okay. Yeah, we know. Alright. You say that almost as if you had this picture taken on purpose.
He was simply caught by the very camera he set up. We all have days like that.
Okay, maybe I have to press all the answers until he gets to that part. I don't think he altered the timestamp. Alright.
I had more than enough time to prepare, blah blah blah.
Let's see if this lets me go. Alright, here we go.
Objection.
Oh, wait, no, it's going through the same dialogue again. How did I get him? Okay, maybe I have to press. Yeah, there we go.
Indeed, there was no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to steal my latest target.
I see, you truly are evil, aren't you?
Yes, evil is what I am.
Okay, maybe I had to do that to trigger this line of questioning. Yep, there we go. I had to press on everything. Okay. The basement warehouse and this picture that supposedly counts. It's gotta be... There's something funny. Yeah. There's something in this picture that's funny. Okay, so it wasn't the box. It has to be the paint. There we go. Oh, just paint the peach color to that. The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse. I gotta say it like fucking Aquila and the Bee to get it out of my damn mouth today. It turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen. Oh, the statue! The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain trading hall. I realized the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. And that's why I put it where you first saw it. There we go! Okay, I knew that was where we were going, was the paint. I myself was there the night the theft took place and saw the statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then that statue should have been there.
But when I went there the day after the theft, that statue of the old bag was sitting in the corner.
Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally. Your Honor, this statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move in that distance.
Ah, in that case, can you prove it? Can you give us a rhyme and reason why that statue was moved that night?
Who moved? Whomst? Whomst moved it? Oh, I'm confused. Is it Master Mask or Luke at me who moved it? Like, it's gotta be one of the two. Or Adrian. Was it Adrian? No. Maybe. God. Should I take a risk? Make fun of the girl who took a risk. I don't know. Chat, you there? Does anyone know? Jesus Christ. This kid, like, I had the statue, and then I'm like, I don't fucking know. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, fuck. Okay. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime? Fuck. Ah! Okay, fuck, I fucked up.
A man should be able to answer his own questions. That's what I think.
Yeah, you got me. I don't fucking know. But I'm a lady! That's why. Case 2 4-2. Okay, I got the paint. Oh. I guess I was right saying Luke at me. Ugh. Oh. Alright. Not my most triumphant moment doing the eeny, meeny, miny, mo and getting the opposite one of the eeny, meeny, miny, mo being the answer. Fuck.
Come on now, Sir Lawyer. There you go again on one of your strange delusions.
Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions? It's very simple. The witness was only one in the basement warehouse that night.
That is indeed very simple, however. Why would I want to move a heavy golden statue?
Oh, yeah. Is it the timestamp that's the lie? I don't want to fuck this up. Yeah. He's starting to sweat. He's starting to sweat. When was the statue placed behind the warehouse door? Well, the statue
was taken down to the warehouse on the day of the crime, and it was placed there in order to cover up the paint.
Exactly. Luke Atme had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim, and so in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place. Of course, the statue hadn't yet been brought down to the basement warehouse yet. Oh! You know what? I hadn't even figured that out. But he was the only one allowed in that basement. Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down and placed where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Atme had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make room to match with the way it had been in this photo. Oh, he knocked off his monocle.
One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this? The data from the basement warehouse computer, according to this, the camera did indeed go off the night of the crime.
It's true that the camera had been set up by the Lordly Taylor staff. However, the program you used to manage the data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data.
Ah!
I love when they crash out. Order, order. Mr. Godot, what's the meaning of this? Let's see in this. All right.
My 11th cup. I've promised to drink no more than 17 during a trial, which means I'm still good till the last drop.
However, the defense has a very good point.
A good point. So what? We are all but travelers on a road of infinite points.
I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points.
So you say this photograph was taken ahead of time, and that the statue was moved in order to make it match. That's a very interesting idea, however. There's one point that can't be denied.
Who's giving him the coffees?
That it's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe can never reach their dreams. Hey, Mr. Damask.
Yes!
If there's no funny business in your actions as mask to mask, there should be no problem with you telling us your strategy, so let's hear it.
Alright.
I first received the request from Lordly Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box in Zavari. It was then sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. I knew it is extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand. I then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th.
That's pretty much all the stuff we've heard before, isn't it? Yeah. But we will find the truth hidden in the nuggets of new information he gave. Alright. Witness, you sure there are no mistakes this time?
Zavari!
Very well then. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Whatever Zavari means. Is that like a thing? Or did they make that up for him? Okay. You were asked to guard the urn by Miss Adrian Andrews, is that right?
Indeed, it seemed that they had heard of my sparkling reputation. The urn was placed in a box, and Zavari was then sent to the warehouse.
So you're sure that you've never seen the urn before?
Indeed. You may ask the address to confirm for yourself. My security was focused entirely on the entrance to that warehouse. However, I, Luke Gatsby, let no information whatsoever slip through my fingers.
You mean this calling card?
That's right. That is without a doubt my calling card.
I guess Mr. Delight didn't make this after all. Of course, because Atme knew about the emblem. Making this card authentic would have been child's play for him.
I then handled security by myself to ensure that the crime would go smoothly.
That no one else entered the basement warehouse.
Unfortunately, there were many different treasures being taken there. Thus, for a period of approximately 5 days, people were indeed going in and out of the warehouse. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 a.m. on October 12th.
No. Wait, hold on. I feel like I missed something. Okay, where's the statement where he said he never saw the urn? Okay, I first received the request 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box and was sent to the warehouse. Unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. I know. I think it's this. What? Oh, come on. Boo. What? God damn it. I'm so confused. Two, three, or four. 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, let's present his calling card. Sorry for all the lookups. I'm just, I'm getting played.
Is there a problem with that calling card?
Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Master Mask had written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now, the speckled urn surely refers to this pink pattern on the sacred urn. Truth be told, there is no way that Master Mask could have known about this pattern.
What do you mean?
This pink spotted pattern in the urn is actually nothing more than paint stains. And these stains did not appear until after the urn had been taken to Lordly Taylor. Oh, Godot is steaming.
I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Trite.
The day that the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error, should I say, an error prone to human. And that's when the pink paint got on the urn.
You can't be serious.
And yet, this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means Detective Atme had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken. And because of this photo is a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water. The best Ace Attorney crash out is still the first trial, the first game where the guy who's like you're like talking to gets so mad he throws his fucking toupee at you. That shit had me rolling. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself? All right, that did it. He's broken. Uh-oh, Godot's smiling again. That's 13 cups of coffee.
It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days.
Conviction, you say?
Yesterday, we all decided unanimously this man was Master Mask, and now we're calling him a murderer. You don't think we're being a tad fickle?
Why not both? Oh, I do know why.
Look at me, had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever.
So that's a lie.
Kane Bullet decided to investigate Master Mask and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron Delight. And it was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. Mr. Bullard's mistake was quite excusable. The defendant truly believes he is Master Mask. And that is why Mr. Delight saw it fit to kill Kane Bullard. Truly a tragedy.
The lies, the deceit. We're gonna get you, Luke, at me. Okay, well, I don't think your background check was... Yeah, well, actually, let me press on every statement, just in case. Mistook? That's right.
Mistook, from the Old Norse mistaka, meaning to take an error.
That's not what I meant. Just who did the victim mistake Master Mask to be?
Why, the answer is obvious, Ron Delight, of course.
Why would the victim mistake the defendant for Master Mask?
Don't you already know that? Zavani! Take a look at this newspaper. Oh, that favorite stare of a man on the magnificent jewel. That photo shows a magnificent detective as well, does it not? Furthermore, it also shows an ugly guard, namely the defendant. The victim clearly misread the article, and Zavani! He got the wrong impression. The impression that this ugly security guard was in fact Master Mask.
Oh, leave Cinnamon Buns alone. He's got weird hair, but he's not ugly. Stop.
There's no mistake. We have an official report to prove it.
But I don't see an addressee anywhere on this letter. What if the blackmail letter wasn't meant for Mr. Delight?
And it was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal.
What do you mean by that?
Oh my, I was certain you were already aware. Zavani! KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief, I stole data from the company. Kane Bullard had yet to forgive Mr. Young Mr. Delight, which is why he sent him that letter upon mistakenly believing he was the thief.
I've here a memo from Ron Delight's wife, Desiree Delight.
Ronnie thinks he's Master Man. Don't feel you feel.
Don't feel sorry for him. Please don't think too badly of him.
I guess I'll just read it in Godot's voice, not hers.
Huh. Well, Mr. Trite.
Come on now, Sir Lawyer. I'm afraid imagination isn't the right word for it. This is a deduction, the result of carefully applied reasoning.
Can we hear that careful reasoning for ourselves?
It's a long story and better saved for another time.
Very well. Another time. Let's see. Oh! That red diamond. Wait! Ah! No, not the game over. I know that's the red thing on the letter is the... Oh, I need to save more. Fuck! Sorry, y'all. The game overs. I can't believe I've gotten 2 game overs tonight. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Can I just, like, skip this part? I wish... I should have saved. I need to save more. Lesson of the day. Ugh. I forgot what I had to do to get up to that point. Fuck! Oh, I have to do the whole paint thing all over again. God damn, this is so irritating. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Well, at least I'll get through this without getting anything wrong. Again. Hopefully. Oh my god, I can't believe I got a second game over. Ugh. Godot is so sure. Okay. Back to where we were. Okay. Oh my god. I have to get through so much text to get back to where we were. Oh. Ugh. I'm still not entirely sure how this was a lie, but it worked, and so that's what matters. I mean, I guess they're lying about the time. Oh. You could have taken it on an earlier night. His crash shot is good. I like how, like, I want to hear that Godot's music, like, at a diner late at night or, like, early in the morning. Drinking a kind of gross coffee, eating pancakes. Feels kind of Twin Peaksy. Okay, here's where we were. Oh wait, no. We did this part too. I first received blah blah blah. Okay. Sorry, we're just speed running to get back to where I was. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're back to where we were. And you know what we're gonna do? Save. Just in case I get another game over. Boom. Okay. What does Godot have to say?
Ah, it's so sad. No one has any conviction these days. Yesterday we...
Okay, I remember this part. Okay, now we're establishing a motive. Man, that picture of him looking all dead is so... He's like... You got a fat tongue. What that mouth do? Alright, respect to the dead. Present the blackmail letter on the third statement. Okay, so I did it too early. Ugh. Like, I know that I knew I had the right thing. I just did it on the wrong time.
Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's
It's all right. And it's your cross-examination, man. You can't say no. One major contradiction.
I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that. At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists. Why don't you show us what you got there, Junior?
Okay, what did they the newspaper clear. Oh, okay. Let me double check that this is the right one. Okay, yeah. Take a good look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the tear of a man on the stolen jewel. What about it? The problem is this jewel's color.
Color? I'm not much for discussing color myself.
According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take the red diamond you received the other day. Red? Which means the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the tear of a man on that mask-to-mask skull at all.
And your point is, Mr. Trite, so you're trying to say this blackmail letter was intended for someone else? Is that what you're trying to say? Right? Trite?
That is what we're trying to say.
A jewel.
Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. Finger. That red diamond ring. Yes. Okay, I knew it was the ring. All right. Ugh, we're back at it. And we're saving again. We're saving again.
It seems you've gone too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Trite.
Uh-oh, I don't like the way he said that.
Kid Bullard blackmailing Luke at me? Are you for real?
Yes, I am.
Then answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. If you don't want your identity revealed to the world...
An ace detective. Wait. What? Was that not the right answer? He wanted to pretend like he was a really good detective. Oh, I've got one mistake left. Fuck. Okay. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke at me. But Ron Delight was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after the incident?
Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Abaddon heist. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received plans from some very kind person, incredibly detailed plans.
That's what we are claiming. Someone else had to come up with the plans, had Mr. Delight steal those targets for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atme.
Hee 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 hee. Now I see it's all becoming clear.
What is this?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year, careless with a tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong?
How did you...
You say that I, Luke Atme, was blackmailing Raw Delight, in which case, I would naturally know all about his relation to Master Mask.
Well, yes.
Raw Delight started receiving plans for his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he committed the first crime.
In that case, let's see some hot bitter evidence.
Oh god, I'm scared. Yeah, I'm cheating. I'm scared to go back. This newspaper clipping. And as a picture of you and Ron Delight in his guard uniform, this seems that Master Mask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in the bucket. Correct. With tricks like that, you could fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when they figured it out, Mr. Atme. Okay, we got his ass. With a little help from our friends on the internet. Ugh. I'm afraid you're neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer, and that's your true identity.
What? Why you? How dare you even dare to imply that I...
He's crashing out too fast for me to read.
Objection!
What now? Was the crash out not valid enough?
The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim.
What do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my ruling.
Allow me to say one thing. I will be the one to judge.
What?
It appears that your claws were quite sharp enough, Mr. Trite.
What?
It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Luke Atme was a filthy blackmailer, and that he was a Laura Lee Taylor the night of the murder.
That's right. That's why he's the one who killed.
But there's still one thing you have yet to prove. Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove this and pitiful excuses for a man was at KV Security, then I don't see how a verdict could be delivered.
You do be right, though. Well, I guess we have to say yes. Okay, we can't. Damn. Alright. Alright, so we have to do another day of the trial.
Objection!
Well, as long as we prove Ron Delight innocent, that's all that matters, right? I mean, in real life, that doesn't matter in the Ace Attorney world. Well, there's gotta be an objection. Oh, Maya is Mia now. Okay. Now we've got some real help. Now let's do this. But there's nothing more we can do. Without any more testimony, not yet. The testimony's not over yet. Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. Cross-examine every statement the witness has made here today. Unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, this witness made a number of remarks. I don't know what we're gonna do with that. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we can do with this. Ugh. Okay. I'm leaning back a little further. Okay. I'm gonna allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks.
Indeed, it's true that I was not at Lonely Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. I had known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph ready. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Ron Delight. And thanks to the key card and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once, but the button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, how did he... I'm saving right now, because I only have one mistake left. Oh, I'm so confused.
Objection.
What? I'm glad I saved. How was I supposed to know one last chance meant one question to ask? God, please tell. Okay. Oh, shit. Shit. Ugh. I'll lock in. Okay. Indeed, it's true that I was not at Lordy Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. Was he requested for that job? I'm so nervous. Okay. I had known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph ready. My brilliant deduction was what informed me. The true culprit was Ron Delight, and thanks to the keycard and wallet, it was abundantly clear he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it. Sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Blackmail letter. The victim likely mistook the color of the jewel. How do you mistake the color of the jewel if they have it? Oh, fuck. I give up, man. Ah! Okay, the ninth statement. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. At me about this last remark. I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Godot. What? Mr. Atme, it seems you finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder.
How could you say that?
Let's review your testimony, shall we? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit, is that correct?
Indeed, that's what I said.
My deductions are absolutely foolproof. More like your deductions prove that you're a fool.
Whatever do you mean?
When exactly did we learn the fact that Ron Delight was dressed as mask-to-mask when he went to the scene of the crime? Just a few hours ago. Alright, we got him. I had to cheat a lot this route. I feel bad.
Objection! Objection!
When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Yeah, a shadow that looked awfully like Godot.
Objection!
But Mr. Delight never saw his attacker, so there's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Luke.
At me. It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head. Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if I could turn that statement around, it stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight.
Impossible.
Got him. Detective Atme, you saw Master Mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron Delight. And that's the only way you could have known that what Ron was wearing. Oh, shit. I was like, is there an earthquake? No, he's just mad as fuck. Legendary crash out.
Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time. On an awfully complicated incident. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atme, who was in turn blackmailing Ron DeLite. And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Atme tried to frame Ron DeLite. He then claimed to be guilty as Master Mask in order to escape his true crime. And to what end he came up with this plan? He used the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi. Aw, poor little Ron. About the verdict. That's right. I'm so glad you understood that, but I really am Master Mask. So thanks to that trial, I'm innocent now, right? What a weirdo. But he didn't murder the guy, at least. He's gonna steal something else. Mr. Wright. I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Mr. Delight. Thank you so much. Oh, no, wait. Come on, just be happy already. But in exchange, I lost everything. Huh? What do you mean? Stealing security information from KB Security, becoming Master Mask. I did it all for one reason, for her. Well, you might be able to figure it out. Oh, the urn. Miss Delight? I haven't seen Ronnie. Do you know where he is? Well... And here I was, all ready to throw him in a great big not guilty party. Nicky boy! Yes, I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us. Take care of yourself. You too, Nicky boy. Mr. Nick! Miss Nick Maya, congratulations! Why is she so... Man, that second chapter was long as fuck. How long is chapter 3 gonna be? Or at least it felt long, because it felt stupid as hell. Well, that's going to be it for tonight, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back next Tuesday with more. I'm still thinking about what I want to do for my Thursday streams, but, yeah, if anyone has any ideas, let me know. All right, see you.